Hello guys, it's Shyguy here, and today I have on something surprising to probably many of you. I've on Battlefield 3, which is personally my, I guess, go-to multiplayer game right now, since I'm not very good at Call of Duty. And I just play with kind of guerrilla tactics mostly in this game. And I don't always do good, but this is one of my better games. So anyway, what I'm really talking about today is the PlayStation Vita. And let's start off with something that was brought up on E3. If you've watched it before, that's where this was announced. It's got a front and back multi-touch screen. So in the back you can touch it and you can do some corresponding action in a game. Now, many people maybe think that back touch screen might accidentally mess you up. So far, I can happily report that it's not giving me any problems, and it's not something that you should worry about if you plan on getting one of these. Next, it has a 5-inch OLED screen, and that's, I guess, a fairly big screen, and games look good on it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. They have high quality. You can tell that it's definitely an upgrade from the PSP, which in itself was kind of PS2 level graphics, and this is much better than that. Early PS3 level graphics is what I would classify it as. It comes in two versions, Wi-Fi only, as well as a Wi-Fi and 3G version. I just got the Wi-Fi version because I don't really trust 3G all that much. The 3G carrier is AT&T, sorry, and don't know how games would run on that. If you know someone that has the 3G version, please feel free to comment on that, but I just don't trust how they would run on that or download really fast anyway. Chat with others on the fly. This is basically what I think would be cross gameplay chat that I talked about that the Xbox had. So it states that while you're playing multiplayer or watching videos that you can chat with others on the fly. Not sure if that's exactly what they mean by cross game chat, but it sounds very much like it, so I'm gonna go with that and guess that it is. I've not been able to use that feature yet because I don't know anyone else that has a Vita or that I can test this with, so we'll see. Alright, let's see. Let's go on to some of the apps on this thing, and I'll give you a brief tutorial on some of these. I'll talk about them anyway. Welcome Park is the first app that I have on mine. It's basically just something to get you started with the PlayStation Vita, get you used to the controls and how the touchpads work and how the camera works on it, which in my opinion is not the greatest camera, but I mean, you don't buy a PlayStation Vita for the camera, so it's not really a big deal. If you want to know more about the camera, basically it's just it can screenshot, it can take front-facing cameras, and it can take regular camera pictures. Next I have Party, which is the party chat thing that I'm guessing is like cross-game chat. You have your PlayStation Store, which at this point I believe you can buy every game that's been initially released for the PlayStation Vita digitally. And then you have Near, which is basically where you can connect with other players that are nearby you. And then you have Friends, pretty self-explanatory. Group message, where you can message your friends, PS3 players. You can message PS3 players on this. So that's a pretty cool feature. And then trophies, compare your trophies, photos, pictures, whatnot. And then you have your browser, which can't run YouTube, which is kind of a bummer, but it's not bad at all. I would say it's above average, probably as good as what you would find on the PS3 itself. Music, videos, that's just self-explanatory. Remote play, which is the same thing as the PSP. And then you have content manager, which is like transferring data from the PSP, PS3, and the PS Vita. And then you have I have Netflix, and then maps, Google Maps, settings, and then I have Twitter on mine. My third-party apps, Google Maps, Netflix, and Live Tweet. You have to download Netflix and Live Tweet, which is just Twitter. And they had Facebook on, but something went wrong with Facebook, and they had to take it off the market. So don't know when that will be fixed, which doesn't bother me too much anyway, because I don't like Facebook all that much. So Netflix on this runs perfectly, I can tell you that. I don't have any issues with that so far. I like the user interface of the Twitter that they have for this too, so that's an upside, because I'm really a Twitter guy and I love Twitter a whole lot. And let's see, other than that, I would like to see some other third-party apps like Hulu come into the mix, which I don't know when that will be, but Call of Duty Elite would be nice too. Just more third-party apps in general would be nice, but we'll see where that goes. And let's go on to what I would like to see done with this. They talked about integration with the PS3 and the PS Vita. Ultimately, the best case scenario in my mind that they could do with this is to where you'd be able to use your same account on the PS3 playing something like COD, and you'd be able to go onto the PS Vita and go right from where you left off if you're on the go or something. So that you're keeping your same stats, it's the same multiplayer, it's the same guy you've been using, and the stats just kind of carry over from system to system. Ultimately, I don't think that's what's gonna happen, but I'm hopeful. I know that Call of Duty does plan on releasing a game for this, which will be interesting. But it's also going to be some getting used to for some players, I think, because the thumbsticks on this thing can take some getting used to. They're small, which can be difficult to manage. But anyways, it doesn't take too much getting used to, but it can be a problem for people that are used to bigger thumbsticks. So that's the one downside. Be interesting to see how they put it all together. But anyway, this video is wrapping up. I'll make a part 2, and other than that, yeah, just wait for my part 2 and you'll see the rest. Peace.